This is Deducter, just continuing the long war playthrough. I'm just scanning for activity now. Alright, a medium UFO. This is going to be a little more interesting. I have a full roster of fighters. I should be able to bring this down with no difficulty as long as the UFO does not escape.
We're in pursuit.
But I will almost certainly get at least 2 of my fighters damaged. There's one. I managed to get 1 solid hit, 2 solid hits, 3 solid hits. Definitely aborting now. No sense in taking any unnecessary risks. Then we send out my best fighter. Every kill gives a 12% chance to hit. So 1 more hit, maybe 2 should bring it down. That's actually pretty good luck. Looks like 2 more hits. Alright. So, let us send my troops. No need to bring any rookies along here. I want to develop some of my squaddies. The Rocketeer. So, the Rocketeer in this mod can be equipped with a shredder rocket, but only 1. And otherwise, it's a great idea to get a laser sight, because you want actually good aim with your Rocketeer to reduce scattering. And rockets scatter pretty much all the time here. It is actually a little disappointing this Rocketeer's aim is so low. Could actually be a problem. Let us also bring my infantry along. Infantry with bullet swarm is very powerful. We will equip it with a high magazine clip, which adds +1 to ammo, otherwise it runs out of ammo way too fast. And a laser sight for a little bit of extra aim. I don't really need an... What was this mission? This is a large UFO. My engineer is still good. Don't really need the engineer though. What I really want is an assault for the final phase, but... What we can do is... So engineers, infantry, and... assault are the 3 classes that can be equipped with a shotgun. What I can do is actually convert this to a shotgun, which is a little unusual. It's a shotgun infantry. Because we'll use our sniper, as usual, to kill anything from range. And with our engineer, who has pretty good aim, we might as well use this engineer as fire support from long range. But then again, because it's either we throw a frag grenade or we shoot something with a shotgun. I don't know, it's hard to pick in this mod. This is why it's so great. The infantry plus shotgun system can be effective, but it's only really useful once you arrive at the UFO itself. So there are 2 outsiders in that final room. They're not hard to deal with, but there are also plenty of enemies outside, and without run and gun, like, shotguns just aren't that useful. You know what? Going back to the classic setup. And for the final room, I mean, I have enough firepower just to blow everything up. And we're not going to bring along a shotgun. Little unusual, but I think it's fine. There are other ways to deal with... If I can't kill 2 outsiders in 1 round, which is possible, it's easy with a shotgun. If you have a shotgun, it's basically guaranteed. Then I have a gunner to suppress the last one. Plus a smoke grenade. I'll be fine.
There are civilians in the area. I hope they stay clear.
And my medic has 4 smoke grenade charges, which is just awesome. So, where is that medic?
Copy, Big Sky.
Yeah,
Strike one is
4.
clear
That
for
is
attempted
awesome.
breach.
So, we want to move to an area where we can actually get some cover. There may be 3 pods. I don't think there are 4 in the month of April, but you never know. Ooh, this soldier has good moves. That's actually very unusual for a heavy weapon soldier. That's why hidden potential makes things interesting, right? To have this many moves, since the Rocketeer has -1 base move. So despite the low aim, this is not a bad thing. You can just, so in this mod, you can move and then fire a rocket. You can't fire it very far, and it's horribly inaccurate. There's a perk later on called Snapshot. It's pretty high up, but if you can get that, it reduces a lot of that penalty. So if you combine the two, you could potentially solve your problem. With the low aim, just move up and then shoot something in the face with a rocket. So this could actually work out great. So I hear Thin Man. I hate those things. I really do. We will move forward a bit here. Just make sure all our soldiers are not triggering new stuff, and we'll be fine. Okay, there's something from over there. In cases like this, let us take a peek. I want to be careful though, not to take too much of a peek. And trigger too many aliens at once. Alright, the medic music plays. That suggests there's a group that will patrol itself into range. 2 thin men. Oh, that's not the best. To manage to hide themselves. Good news is, if I move up here, I almost certainly will be able to get a clean line shot on them. Bad news is, there's no other good cover. And thin men are super irritating. What we can do is try to lure the thin men back to this line here. Since that's where I can sort of hunker down and defend. Yeah, I like that maneuver. Ugh, that is a terrible mistake. You can be wary of clicking this mod. Okay, normally I don't save and reload for this, but that was clearly a misclick. I will just do the sequence correctly. It is cheating, I know, but there needs to be an undo button, honestly. Okay, so the sequence was I was going to move the rookie here, and then here. There we go. And then the plan was to hunker down the rest of my troops over here. Well, not actually using the hunker down ability. I don't think the thin men can actually hit me, so we might as well overwatch in case they double move. Oh, I forgot to move that sniper up. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure either location I can get a clean shot on the thin men.
What's making that noise?
I don't have a scout, so in cases like this, we simply spread out a little bit. We move one of my better soldiers up front. I want to avoid poison cloud getting me. Hunker you down. We'll move my sniper to where I intended to move him. And we continue to wait in ambush here. If I had a battle scanner, I'd be more inclined to move forward, but sooner or later I think thin men will come out to play. Ugh, this is getting a little boring. I'll pause the recording until thin men come out to play. Alright. See, eventually they should come out. And I'll deal with him.
I'm under fire!
There are 2 of them total. That's only 1. So we will move sniper, but I think it's okay to actually move this soldier forward here, so we can get a clean shot on it. So that was the leader, and there's a second one. Not nearly as tough. We'll move. I want to be very careful and not get my Rocketeer killed. That would be a problem.
They're falling back!
So it's decided to hide behind high cover. Good move. But it won't save itself from my sniper. Alright, 2 more pods to go. Let us proceed cautiously.
Back online.
Reloaded. Rock and roll.
I think I hear more thin men. That's just lovely. I hate those things. I really do. They are the worst early enemies. I'd much rather face, well, maybe not mutons. No, those are worse than thin men. But yeah. We'll simply proceed along slowly but steadily. There's really no cover here. There's some usable-ish cover. So in cases like this, I clump my soldiers up to provide maximum overwatch fire in case we trigger a group, and then we'll split up. I have a ton of smoke grenade charges, so despite the low cover, I'll be fine. That's another thin men grouping, I think. If necessary, I will rocket them to the face. Okay. Okay. I see. Yep. Hmm. As you can see, you can definitely fire a rocket after moving, but you can't fire it very far. And 4 scatter, meaning it could scatter 4 tiles, making this a pointless exercise. The question now is, how do I want to reposition? We can't dash to any good cover, so dashing is out. Hiding behind a log in this direction is probably pretty good. And we can send some troops forward here, but we want to be a bit careful about getting outflanked. I think it's best to send my infantry bullet swarm here. Next, obviously pop a smoke grenade here.
Smoke's in the air.
And we'll actually move my combat engineer up here. And then, since we have so many smoke grenade charges, we're gonna pop a second smoke grenade. Let's see, 45, 45, 45. I do want to weaken that thin men if at all possible. Nope, that's okay.
Damn it.
I have a plan next turn to deal with these aliens. As long as they don't retreat into the damn fog, that would be a problem. Okay, that's good.
Not feeling so good.
That's less good. I don't want to be poisoned. Alright. Let's think about this. What is the highest priority target? In my opinion, the Thin Man. On the other hand, do we have any other tricks we can use to kill the Thin Man? The answer is, unless I want to shoot a rocket in its face, not really. And we have other ways of dealing with the Sectoid. We're gonna hit shot this guy. Miss. That is very unfortunate. Let me think. Do we have any other tricks we can use? Not really. Okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna try to get a flanking shot.
X-ray neutralized.
Perfect. Oh, right. Okay, that's less perfect. It is a bit wasteful to use just one, but honestly can't think of a better use for that ability. And if the rocket scatters, we're going to be in trouble, though. We can always retreat, but I don't like that move either. Screw it. I hate these things. And it's threatening the health of my Rocketeer, who I don't want to lose. A little overkill, but it's alright. Actually, just the right amount of kill, but I don't get the weapon fragment, nor do I get the corpse. Oh, you gotta be careful in this game when clicking. There really needs to be an undo button. I obviously meant to move the medic up there, but it's okay. So, at this point, we'll cure the poison. And I hear sectoids, thankfully. No more thin men.
Time to cowboy up.
The other way to have fought these thin men is simply to retreat and let my sniper slowly pick them off from the fog. It's also a good plan. Perhaps if there were a bit more low cover, I would be more inclined to not have used the rocket, but I couldn't get my troops into a good enough position. So, when in doubt, just kill the damn thing. That's what Rocketeers are for.
Rock and roll. We're green to go. Good to go. We're green to go.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I actually do need weapon fragments. Ugh. But there will be more opportunities to get loot. Wonder where the last group of sectoids are. I'm gonna pause this until I actually see something interesting. This sequence is just boring. Alright, we have 2 more sectoids that are hiding out in that compartment. This should be a trivial to deal with.
Shh. You hear that?
I have 3 more smoke grenades left. No reason not to use them. There's no place to actually move my Rocketeer except like over here. Eh. Not a big deal. Let's see, who should I hit?
Nailed him.
I don't really even need to have him use that smoke grenade. Kind of a waste. That sector is just gonna flee in terror. Yeah. Eh. I'm not too worried about the sectoid, honestly. Even leaving my troops out of cover should be okay. It's just one sectoid at 1 HP. What can it do? If it tries to run through here, my Overwatch will kill it. Or probably. Where could it be hiding? It's probably hiding over there. Again, this is not very interesting. I'm just going to pause until I find the sectoid. Alright, and I am back. I don't know where that sectoid is. It's hiding over here somewhere. Regardless, I decided just to trigger the 2 outsiders anyway. So now we have a bit of an interesting situation on our hands. No? We have a sniper who has a great % chance to hit. We have a combat engineer who could potentially destroy the cover over here. Or, if we're good enough, we can actually destroy... no, just one cover. And we have a medic. So what's a good sequence of events here? We also have a rocketeer. I think this is the best sequence of events. Step 1. We shredder rocket these 2 pretty much point blank. That's really gonna hurt. With all their cover blown up, they are more or less helpless now. Next, we wait for the game to calculate everything again. This process is always a little tedious.
The alien flight computer could prove to be extremely useful in our own research. Please take great care in returning it to the base in one piece.
Next, we kill one of these with the sniper. $16 crit. That's pretty ridiculous. That's the power of a headshot crit right there. Next, we kill another outsider. I was actually hoping to use my infantry to do that, but I was gonna do it and then Overwatch once. I know there's another sectoid out there. And it's probably on Overwatch, hiding. Well, that's where it is. Yeah. Not really gonna be much of a challenge. Beautiful. So, that was actually fewer the number of aliens I'm expecting to face, only 9. Normally you see more on a medium UFO, but there is some randomness, as you can see. No promotions, unfortunately. Despite a perfectly completed mission, UFO flight computer. Not bad. We will, of course, sell off the damaged stuff, and now we have more money. 2 of my interceptors under repair. We're going to have to order one once we start transferring some to South America. No reason to do it just yet. We'll do it later. I also want to get Iron Will, so we'll do all the satellite stuff at the end of the month. There's no reason not to. Same thing with the transfers, etc. So yeah, let us thank you for watching.